Welcome to the future. Light years ahead of evolution. Welcome to the future. This video game from 1999. The future.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Been a while since I.
Hello.
Welcome to the future.
To the future?
Yep. The future of the year 1999. The place. I believe Crystal Dynamics is based in the Bay Area.
I hear this game is somewhat impressive for its release date.
It doesn't have any loading screens. Like, the way this game handles loads, means that it's always hiding loading in the background.
Yeah, screw you, God of War 2018.
That's
Legacy
right.
of Kain did that shit in 1999.
Yep. Also, the part where you load between the Shadow Realm and the physical realm, that stuff is also bananas.
For a PS1 game. Although, is this the Dreamcast version, or
This is the
or
PC
this-
version with a
Oh.
fan mod that gives me widescreen support.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does
the
it have
white
controller support, or do you still have to play with
This
a mouse
is
and keyboard?
controller. Yeah, I'm using a controller. Thankfully for me, it seems like the later games also still have controller support, though. Given that it is controller support from the early aughts, I bet I'm going to find it less than satisfactory based on what I have tested. Oh, there's a switch. Okay. But yeah, the best way to define this game, I would say, is it's very Zelda light. Okay, that's just not happening, huh? Any climbable surfaces?
Gotta jump at every single wall just to make sure, because it's a PS1 game, and sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go up there to grab that. Okay. And then
Hey,
go,
mate.
whoop. And then I go. Because in my mind, he makes the same noise that Crash Bandicoot does when you pick up Lumpa fruit. Hi, Mika. What did you think of that game? I was it seemed like something I would actually check out for one of my dumb streams.
What was it?
In Sound Mind.
In Sound Mode.
It was free on the EGS at one point, so I own it. Okay, that is not a pass-throughable. Camera.
How's the camera? Because
Hey, it's a game from a pre-dual stick camera. You got to use the shoulder buttons to rotate it. So the thing, yeah. So when you're in the spirit realm, you can't physically interact with objects, and that's kind of. So a lot of puzzle solving involves finding ways to shift back and forth. But yeah, the camera of this game is not great, I would say. Because it's a PSX game from 24 years ago. Fear not, I am here. That's what All Might says. Alright. I'm just making sure there are no climbable surfaces I'm missing. This game loves climbable surfaces. And the texture for a climbable surface is not very different from a regular wall. Alright, let's see. Maybe let's go up here. Oh, I see. And that seems like a climbable wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe? Who knows?
32.
I believe this came out around the same time as Rayman 2, Reki. So I think that's just what these games looked like.
is that a door you can open right there?
Oh no. So I can't push the block in the spirit realm.
Oh, could you move through it? I don't know.
No, you can only move through those grated bar doors. So Crystal D still wasn't good by 99. No, I think this game's pretty cool.
I'm gonna say, isn't this kind of a beloved classic, at least by some?
Yes, this
That
game is
doesn't necessarily
absolutely
make it-
like a giant cult classic.
That doesn't necessarily make it a good game, but
no. Consider this. Okay, nope. That is where I started. Yeah, if I like it, it's good. Also, this would have been the same era of Crystal Dynamics still making Gex 2 and 3. So, yeah, let that sink in. Kids love Gex. If there's one thing Zoomers love, it's Gex. Doesn't Tam love this game? Yes. Yeah. I believe, yeah, Timur Hussein loves this game. And I can see why. I will say that the big thing about this game and its sequels that maybe does not come across here is, it's the vibes. Alright, is there a climbable wall somewhere that I'm just missing?
I'm looking at the list of games that Crystal Dynamics has made. Wikipedia says they had a hand in Project Snowblind, which is...
Yeah, that
Not
would
a
check
great
out. They're
game.
all IDOF studios at that point.
Oh, right, they're doing the Perfect Dark reboot.
Yes,
The
they are helping with the
second one.
Perfect Dark reboot. Can you share me later the patch you're using for Soul Reaver? It's whatever the patch is on PC Gaming Wiki. Okay, so this is the door or whatever. Gex is not good? No, it's not. I was thinking about playing Gex on stream at one point. That did not happen. Because at some point I went too hard.
If you high jump here, can you reach those walls?
Let's see.
The sides?
No. Alright.
So
I'm gonna guess
they
that I
did not-
do have to shift here then.
they did not do Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is
No, that was
I
Eidos
forgot about that
Montreal.
entirely.
That was, yeah. That was the Deus Ex team.
Hmm.
Sentences that are fucking crazy to hear.
The
I mean-
new Deus Ex team.
No, yeah, the old Deus Ex team, some of those people went on to make, it's cool, make Dishonored. And some of those people went on to make,
Invisible War.
Invisible War.
Being very naughty right now. It's not dinner time.
Yeah, Crystal D
Down.
really... The fun thing about Crystal Dynamics, and this is something that, you know, you'll inevitably run into, Borgmaster, is... Can you actually die in this game? Not really. If you get to low health, you literally just get teleported back to the start of the game.
The consequence for death is a really long Dark Souls boss walk.
So... Yeah, but, like, Crystal Dynamics really... They really got their start on, like, the 3DO doing multimedia shit, but the difference is they were fast enough to actually pivot. And
Gex.
put their... I
Just
mean...
kidding. I'm being an ass.
Gex, yeah, they're like, hey, look at this funny comedian. His name's Dana Gould. What if we had him make hilarious pop culture references that won't be dated? And you know what? It worked out, didn't it?
Wait,
no.
Toys for Bob existed in the 90s?
Oh yeah, Toys for
I
Bob
didn't know
made
that.
fucking Star Control 2, my man.
Oh.
That game's a bona fide... Okay, there's a block I need to push with the Force Blast. But yeah, Gex. I've watched enough of Gextra Life to know that none of those Gex games are very good. Although my favorite discovery is finding out that British Gex, they got a different comedian to make British pop culture jokes that I'm sure have aged super well.
I'm sure. We all know that the British that the British are capable of being funny.
See? So I gotta do this, and then I can shift and climb up.
What would you say is the first really good Crystal Dynamics game. This one,
Well, they didn't make Blood Omen. Because that was Silicon Knights, and that was a whole thing. If you want fun, legal...
yes, the legacy of Dennis Dyack.
Yes, the legacy of developers Two Humans Blood Omen, yes. Okay, yep, and see, now I can go in here as a guy. No, I played... Here's the thing. I played Two Human. Recently. That game fucking sucks. But also I have to do the caveat that I do whenever I talk about all of these, which is my favorite phrase, it has ideas.
It has ideas.
Trying to do action game combat using only the right stick. That's an idea.
It's a bad one.
Yeah, but did they know any better in 2008? Probably.
I don't.
Probably.
I'm about to say, didn't another game have that idea?
Yes. Grabbed by the Ghoulies has that idea. Okay, what was the purpose of this? What was the purpose of going down here?
Is there any ledge that you need to jump on top of a block to get up to?
Oh, okay. Well... Tonic Trouble. Yeah, what games don't have ideas? Call of Duty. To put it bluntly. Alright, is there anything... Yeah. Is there anything up here I need to...
Hello?
Oh, let's see. Nope.
Alright, so I'd say Call of Duty does have ideas or just bad ideas?
It depends on the year. Depends on which year we're talking.
Call of Duty Ghosts? Nothing.
Call of Duty Ghosts, their
no,
idea was, there's a dog, question mark?
Oh no, Call of Duty Ghosts has ideas about Venezuela.
Oh, right, yes. I forgot that, yes, all of the South American governments... Never mind that, South America is a continent full of, like, significant regional, cultural, ethnic differences.
Yeah, no, like, if I remember correctly...
They all team up to destroy the United States with satellites or something.
Oh, it's dumber. Venezuela conquers the rest of South America.
Yes.
Then hijacks a U.S. space-based super weapon and then uses that to destroy America.
Of course, as one does.
Sounds like the game I should play. Just worst takes.
Well, it's everyone's favorite Call of Duty game.
Joke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. Now I can push that block other places and use that to jump up to other places. Look at me, being smart.
Wow, in only 5 years, Crystal Dynamics went from Gex to having actual game design.
Yeah. Yeah, Lionheart, the secret is Fire Emblem Engage just gives you a bunch of good units, because it's like, hey, if you want to replace your characters, you can. Alright. Do I need to push a block on top of another block? Is that what we're doing here?
Can I just get my fucking archers in here into the city, please? So that they can fucking do something.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses. You can tell that game was using a Muso engine. And that's
Wait,
all.
so does this community not like Three Houses?
I like Three Houses. I am
It's
also.
too
of
much.
the-
It is too much. I
Yes.
wanted a strategy game and instead got a whole bunch of time management stuff to deal with, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It dragged on me.
I listen. You need to understand. I am a sicko when it comes to Fire Emblem specifically, in a way that is going to make me insufferable when talking about Fire Emblem. Just so you know up front.
I mean, turning Fire Emblem into Persona is sounds like the best idea to me.
I've played through Persona 3 and 4 twice, I think. And like I think I've had enough of that. So when Three Houses did it, I bought it and played a bunch of it. I was like, this is alright, and then didn't play much more.
Like, I like Fire Emblem a lot, and even I couldn't do all 4 routes.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Alright.
so did you do all 3 games in the Fates trilogy?
I sure did.
Is the true ending worth it?
No, it's the worst one.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's like Fate's Revelation does. Why did I do that? Because so here's the thing. I was fortunate enough to get the special edition of that game. I got the version of that game that had all 3 campaigns on one cartridge.
You got all the game.
Yeah, I got all 3 campaigns. Because I was lucky enough to snag it before it became it's one of the most expensive games I own now, technically, I guess.
I finished Shadows of Valencia last year, and I thought that was pretty great. And I was like,
yeah.
I would like more of these, please. 30 hours of just straight strategy game stuff.
So, yeah, the thing about Fates is that there's only one good campaign in Fates, and it's Conquest.
Oh. Because it's traditional?
Because it's like weird, murderous challenge maps.
Is it less incestuous?
No, they're all fucking weird and incestuous. I mean, if you want the most incestuous Fire Emblem, look forward to the Genealogy of the Holy War remake. But yeah, but in terms of like tone and style, I think Fates is really bad. And I know that's not a controversial statement. I know. Oh, see, now I can go. Now I can have enough. Look at me, playing video games.
So when did block puzzles start to become a thing in actual adventure games?
The original Legend of Zelda.
Oh. Well.
I am glad they're not a thing anymore.
I disagree. When I see a video game, when I play a video game and I get to move a block, that's how I know I'm alive.
That's how I know I'm alive. Uh,
Wait.
Alright,
Okay, I
well,
saved there, but it put me on the ground. Weird.
Alright, so in chat brings up something that I was too afraid to bring up. Probably engaged. That main character looks so stupid.
Oh, we've talked
can't-
about
Oh yeah. And
okay,
the best part is there's a story reason for it, and it's even stupider.
But I can't
I
play that
compared
game.
his look to a fruit roll-up from the late 90s, early 2000s.
No, they look like the Joy-Cons. Get it?
Yeah.
And I just can't get the fruit roll-up.
But
comparison
yeah,
out of
no,
my
the
head.
tactics in Engage are the best Fire Emblem tactics have been in a very long
And-
time.
If the plot of that game gets out of the way and just lets me fucking play Fire Emblem, I
does.
am way more interested in it.
I just can't get over the character design.
The thing is, a
deal
lot
with
of the
it.
other characters in that game look real good. So I don't know. Also, I'm biased because the character artist for this game is someone who has done some VTuber designs for some
was about to say,
VTubers I follow.
They all look like anime to me, so it doesn't really matter.
They've always looked like anime.
I know, but here they look like the most anime,
That's
which is a hell of an accomplishment.
That's saying a lot given how much So yeah, it does just put me in the center of the room. Yeah, I'm pro anime. This is a
Like-
pro anime household. You people out there being like, "Oh, it's too anime." What does that mean? What does that
didn't say
mean? You think you have too much
anime.
self-respect for fucking anime
I just
girls with
said
big
at some
titties?
I just said at some point you get to a point where all the characters are too anime, and it doesn't matter.
There's
how
a
stupid the main character
femboy
looks.
wyvern rider, and he's great.
Okay, yeah, no, that does sound good.
His wyvern has like a little bow on its tail.
Wait, on the tails, but not like a bow tie?
No,
That's too sad, because that'd be pretty good.
the anime integer had an overflow error, and it went back to bad. No, the anime's all. I can't tell these anime people
I
apart.
didn't say I couldn't tell them apart. I just said it doesn't. They all look the same amount of bad to me.
All right. Let's see. What do I need to do here? Is there a climbable wall?
But Gino was talking about Iron-Blooded Orphans in
Yeah.
the Discord, and I was like, I watched some of that. I might go back and watch that. Finish watching that.
All right. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah.
So you're playing the PC version
Yeah.
of Soul Reaver.
Yes, I am.
So not the Dreamcast.
No, this is not the
Version.
Dreamcast version.
Too bad.
It seems like emulating the Dreamcast version is the way to go, but
Hey, I bought these. I paid money for this.
okay.
God darn
Ooh, the
kids,
PS1 version.
gotta reaver their souls.
Let's see here, what am I playing?
Are you gonna play any more Tomb Raider?
Yeah. I just figured I'd finish this. All right, let's see.
Yeah, this game seems good. I think I'll play it in 2027.
Yeah. You probably Reki, you probably got some sort of IDOS or Square Enix bundle. Because if there's one thing Square Enix loves, it's devaluing the Western games that they owned and no longer own.
So who is Square gonna blame after they get rid of all their Western developers?
They'll buy another one and blame
As
it.
long as Final Fantasy XIV keeps printing money, it doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, as long as their mobile division still makes money.
Yeah, I was watching a stream a few days ago and I got 5 ads in a row. It felt like I was watching cable television, and that's a point where I'm like, I don't really want to keep watching Twitch if this is going to be a thing.
I don't think this game seems very good, but apparently I hate good games. Like, to be clear, as a Zelda, I think this game is only okay. A lot of this game has to do with, like, the vibes and the writing for me.
The vibes does not a good game make, though.
Justin. The vibes are the
I'm
only
sorry.
thing. Vibes are life. Life is... Oh, I see. I see, video game. I had to shift. I think vibes can make a less than great game a lot better.
Okay, so am I going crazy, or have you been in the same area for half an hour?
Listen, I'm
He's
just
trying to
bad
figure
at
out this area.
games.
It's the same area, but slightly taller.
I mean, yes, Mass Effect 2's vibes and story and characters and stuff really elevate it, but if it's just vibes, yeah.
Welcome to the Vibes Town.
Can you make it over there?
Yes.
Also, I don't think the shooting in Mass Effect 2 is that bad. It's not great, but it's good enough.
No, I mean it's very normal shooting in Mass Effect 2. Now Mass Effect 1, that game was going purely off of like the story and
yeah, Mass Effect 1's gameplay is bad. Mass Effect 3's gameplay, I would say, is good.
Yeah,
Like,
that multiplayer
straight
was
up a good
was
shooter.
fun.
I might.
Yeah,
I might
Reki,
just
that's
not have
right. You understand.
I just might not have played enough of 2 and 3, but were 2 and 3 even all that different?
3 has enough.
Marginally.
3 has more enemy types and is a little more helpful with equipment.
3 does several things that are interesting. It ties... Every character can use every weapon, but it ties cooldowns to, like, the number of weapons you have and how powerful they are. So you wind up in this thing where, in this sort of middle ground where do you want, more magic powers? I forget, what is it called? Biotics or whatever?
Yeah, biotics.
Or do you want to have better weapons, which is kind of an interesting mix-up. So there's a little bit more play in mechanics. Also, you have like combat rolling in Mass Effect 3 and more enemy variety, and they seem to be smarter.
The combat's snappier in Mass Effect 3 than Mass Effect 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it just moves faster.
But it basically means, hey, you can finally use an assault rifle as a class that is not the soldier.
You could technically do that in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
You just missed everything.
Yeah, you just have
Well, no, in a New Game Plus, if you do the first game as a soldier, you can equip it for other classes.
Yeah.
Second playthrough.
But yeah, in Mass Effect 2, there's a thing you can get about halfway through where you can take an ability from, I think you take an ability from someone else, And
Yeah.
you can equip assault rifles. You can,
Yes,
that way.
in the collector ship you can get the ability to equip assault rifles.
which then breaks the game pretty much.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mass Effect 1 was the best Mass Effect. Because of the vibes.
I think that game definitely is a lot more honest about like the 70s sci-fi stuff in a way that Mass Effect 2 and 3 got away from.
Also, I don't know if y'all have played it, but I did play the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect 1, and like, it's not a specific thing, but in general, that version does feel a lot better to play.
Oh yeah,
It's not necessarily great, but it's much better.
Yeah, like the loading times are so much better on modern versions.
I let myself get hit, so I lost my soul Reaver. And now I have to burn them and eat their souls.
Alright, where is...
But yeah, I generally feel like when you consider that this game came out like literally around the same time as Ocarina of Time, I think it becomes a lot more forgivable.
This is a year after Ocarina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were in the development around the same time.
Or was it a really fast turnaround for this game?
And then see? Puzzles.
This game looks alright though, like, as far as gameplay goes.
I'm just being
fine.
a doofus and missing really obvious things.
And like, if I was sitting here playing this by myself, I think I'd probably enjoy this.
Well, you gotta finish off the enemies with
You pull down your hood.
you gotta finish them off with impalement or fire because they're vampires.
Like the holy water or crosses?
Yeah, you can also throw them in water. Yeah.
Any water. Any water.
Any water.
In
So
fact,
not very good
that's
vampires
how,
then.
That's how Raziel here ended up looking like a piece of over-fried beef jerky.
Because he got thrown into the Well of Souls.
My brother Dumas.
Where he
Powerful
burned for an
warrior in
eternity.
life.
And then an old god was like, hey, you want to not do that
find him
anymore?
here like a stuck pig.
Alright, let's take off... Hey, buddy. Hey, brother. Let's take off these stakes and so I can kill you for real.
We'll say if I had played this when I was like 10 or 11, I probably would have absolutely loved it though.
Unbound at last.
This is the second Legacy
I
game.
thank you,
Yes.
brother.
First
The
one
first
is
one is
top-down
Premature,
Zelda.
Dumas. I have not forgotten whose hands bore
Like
me
a
into
very
the
different
abyss.
thing from this.
The centuries in limbo.
Also, in the first one, your
My
character is
strength.
straight up evil
Not
Yeah.
even Cain.
and a different
my
guy.
equal.
Oh, so hardcore.
Even the strongest vampire is vulnerable.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Yeah.
Can I get a tree man?
Okay. He's like, ha 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 ha.
So who is Cain?
Cain
Cain...
is the father of all vampires. Kind of.
Cool.
Like from the Bible.
Yeah.
well, that's yes.
Is it that Kane?
Yes, if we're talking about World of Darkness. All right, do I hit you and lure you towards these statues?
In the first game, Kane was the protagonist.
Yes.
And
then
he was basically a dickhead noble. And he gets turned into a vampire, and he's a dickhead vampire. And then in the beginning of this game, he throws you down a well. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. All right, let's see. Oh, he's in the spirit realm. All right.
Oh yeah, you got your wings before he did, and he throws you down the well for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kane... Yeah. Basically, at the end of Blood Omen, Kane has the choice between sacrificing himself to save the world or ruling over this ruined, desiccated land. And the canon ending is the latter.
Holy metal.
Alright, anyway.
Armor vampire.
Vampire just need armor over their heart.
Well, I mean, you can still like cut their arms and legs off and stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a bit for them to grow things back.
Do you really just have to swing at him? That
I
doesn't seem
bet
like
not.
There seems to be like a lot of stun happening.
Yeah.
Too. So he can just like drain your health like that?
Yeah. I'm gonna guess I have to, do something with these statues or... Or I could just look it up because...
The lack of signposting in this game
Okay.
feels very Crystal D.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a video game from '99. Okay. I understand now.
When would you say Crystal Dynamics got good?
Was it Tomb Raider Legend?
2013.
Huh.
Oh, Tomb Raider 2013. Okay. When they just ripped off Uncharted.
And did it better.
Yeah, I would also agree with that.
Okay, so apparently I just have to lure him to, like, sunlight.
Which,
Kite the
does
boss
sunlight
across
not
the
bother
wall.
you?
No,
Why does sunlight not bother Raziel?
because he's not alive anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's not a vampire anymore. He's like a wraith.
Can you suck him like he is sucking you? A fantastic question for the ages.
This probably isn't one of those suck party vampire games.
No. I listen, I turned the filters on Steam. So...
if that's the kind of stuff you want, you're gonna have to go to fanfiction.net. You're not gonna find it here.
Yeah. If you want that kind of stuff, there are other streaming sites that can afford you that.
I actually just remembered when I was watching Josh Drive Hayes retrospective on this game. He said that he got stuck on this boss fight for like 40 minutes because he didn't realize that you could just leave the room.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
I've
intuitive.
seen that video.
Video games weren't intuitive in 1999. What do you think this is? Super Mario Bros? Okay. I have to lure him over into that room, I think.
You are persistent, Raziel.
Yeah, some of those Mario 64 stars were weird, but you could get as many as you needed, like, from the properly signposted stars.
Also, these days, we still have plenty of games that do weird stuff in the edges that's hard to figure out or seemingly impossible. But most stuff you can get through.
Yeah, and that's the way it should
over
be.
here. Come over here.
Unless you're a From Software game.
Or Phil Fish or whatever.
Yeah, but does Phil Fish still make games? I thought
No,
did.
he doesn't. Alright.
Okay, then how
The
about or
objective
Jonathan
is to get him
Blow?
into the furnace room, which is back to the large courtyard on the other side of the tunnel.
Wait, how does the witness?
Okay, do I have to lure you over here? Hey.
Uh, 99. Back when kiting enemies was a new and interesting game mechanic.
Yeah. Probably had to do it back in EverQuest.
I had to. There's a part of the Watcher's Keep in Baldur's Gate 2 where you have to fight an enemy, a fire giant. For some random reason, this one's invulnerable unless you kite into this one spot.
Yeah, that checks out.
Considering how dumb AI was before the late 90s, I can see how that could be novel.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's just make sure. Okay, you have to, let's see. The objective is to get into the furnace room, which is back to the large courtyard and on the other side through a tunnel. Okay, I assume this is the room. Or did I go the wrong way?
Is there a map?
No.
Yes, but it is not helpful.
There's a map they added in this fan patch that is less than useful.
You should show them.
This is the map they added in the fan patch. It's not very good.
But
It
is
looks
a
like
map.
something you see on Google Images, and almost certainly was.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm just seeing it now. That that's definitely from Image Shirt.
Wait,
Shirt.
hold up. He follows you even if you're in the spirit realm, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the room you're supposed to take him to is one you can only get to in the spirit realm.
That's not what the walkthrough says.
Oh. Just a thought.
I definitely remember you being in a hallway with a. Here you go.
Is it over here?
That looks like sunlight to me. I sure hope you don't have to move that brick.
There's fire.
Can you move that block away?
I cannot.
mean, he just standing there staring at you.
The fucking stink eye.
Hey, come over here. Hey, come over here. He will not follow me in here.
I mean, if he doesn't want to fight you, then should you fight him? You know, that's not very honorable.
Or do I need to open this room from another side? Or is this just where I go forward? When after I beat him. Alright, I'm going to...
What's the name of this boss?
Duma. I will look this up.
So what's better, the first Tomb Raider or this game?
Oh, that's easy. This game. Play.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. No, you gotta lure him. Let's see. Let me see where... Was it a room I missed? No, it is that room at the end of the... At the end of the passage. Okay, but how do you open the door? Okay. I missed something. Yeah, I apparently missed something. Cool. I love video games. So I basically have to open that thing from the other side, which means I've missed something in this... God... Remember when Relkin's like, oh, you'll finish this game
You'll
today.
finish this game today or tomorrow.
Yeah. And me, I'm just like, I'm lost! You'll finish this game eventually. That's the spirit.
finish this game when this game wants to be finished.
You will finish this game, and that is a threat.
Yeah. Alright, what am I missing?
Alright, I'm going to get off. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good one.
You too.
Old video games, not having maps. Yeah. I need to open this door over here on the other side so I can kill the vampire. Well, guess what? If you don't tell me what to, if you aren't, it's fine, because it means I'm just going to look it up anyway.
Okay, well, watching you jump around this level again is gonna make me go insane. So,
Yep.
you have a good night.
Yep, I'm the worst at video games. This is why I should just play bad video games, because people don't engage when I play fucking good video games.
It's not you. I blame the game entirely.
I also, you know, the camera in this game is a fucking nightmare.
As you do.
But... yeah, Defiance. I've heard, yes, that the camera in the later games is also not great.
Alright, well, you have fun figuring
I
this boss out.
always have fun. Have I been in the gas chamber? No. No, I have not been in the furnace area that the walkthrough is telling me to lure him towards. See, it's locked. Probably just have to shift. Oh, fuck you, video game.
Was there a window to blow up?
There was a ledge that I completely missed. No idea if that was the intended way, but...
Hey, it's a way.
Here we go. Water puzzles and block puzzles.
Good job on the animations portraying how like
Weird
small
and,
Raziel.
Yeah, Raziel's like this weird spindly dude.
Like when he moves boxes side to side, he has to like put his whole body weight into it. And then after doing that, it's like the box throws him a little bit.
Yeah. No, that's not a block.
Why'd they make it block colored then?
Hey, what about this? Is this a block? Yes. Alright, let's see. So, what I'm guessing I have to do is I have to balance the number of blocks. Or do I just have to build a really high thing? Yeah. So, I think what I have to do here is I have to move some blocks over from one side to the other. Because I've played a video game before, you see.
I played a game once or twice in my life.
You ever pushed a block before, son? I had to back in the video game wars of the old Sega.
Alright, well, that dwarf's just gonna be over there from now on. We're gonna pop into force march, run back in our territory. Something that bothers me, and I kind of get why it is the way that it is that armies at the end of an ambush battle are not just destroyed.
Oh, see? Here we go. Look at me, video game expert over here, push and block.
Wait, how'd you get that block up there?
You can...
I looked away for like 2 seconds.
Using video game magic.
Holy fucking shit, Raziel, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can do that. And then
that one. Raziel built fucking crazy, apparently. Oh, hold up. Oh, make nice. Oh, but these have to be tree men's. Right, because I'm playing as tree men. So it has to be tree men.
Yep. You don't get any spellcasters or glade wardens.
Well, I'm playing as Durthu, so I do get them, but like they can't hold offices. Which makes sense. I'm not saying I'm going to recruit them. In fact, the only reason I recruited a Spellweaver Lord and then immediately disbanded her only because she had the knowledgeable trait. Which I'm gonna do again. Hello, and goodbye. Thank you. Thank you for your bonus magic. I hope that is still how that works, or else it was wasted a bunch of
There we go. Alright, now we just have to do this.
You are persistent, Raziel.
Yeah, he just chases me forever until I incinerate him. In this incendiaria.
I mean, to be fair, he might also, you know, kill you if he catches you.
No. Unlikely.
I am definitely going to want some more. Are these same damage magic? Some of those.
Ah, fire! My one weakness! And now I got the ice medallion or something. I don't know. I've played Zelda.
Consuming Duma's soul empowers you to wind a constricting band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
Well, look at that. Yeah, Fire Emblem is the most anime. I'm over here with all of the anime naysayers out there being like, oh no, the anime. Oh, what if anime? But I'm over here being like, what if anime?
What if?
Imagine a world of anime. Has no taste, no color, no smell. Just anime. Yay, money. Yeah. Give those donations so you can get better. I have no idea what this means.
Oh wow, those guys just straight up died all by themselves when you lit them on fire.
Yep.
Wait, does the fan patch add achievements in?
Yeah. Yeah, adds little retro achievement stuff.
It's kind of neat, I guess.
Yep. I got a piece of heart, which I'll definitely use. Unfortunately for everyone involved. It's still early enough that I'm going to keep playing.
So
Because I think all I have left is the last dungeon.
three turns to get Where are you gonna treat man? God, I wish I knew what these did. No, actually, we're gonna take this tree man because he's gonna make these dwarves not immune to magic anymore. Fuck them dwarves.
That's right. Dwarves don't respect the forest.
We're gonna take attack. And Oh, tree men are life wizards.
Yeah, tree men can be life or beasts, I think.
Can they? Did I just miss the button? No, I only see life magic.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen
Which, like, I'm not
wastes,
upset
the
about.
hushed
I mean, I get
embrace
beast
an
magic
ancient
on
enigma. In the
Earth.
bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
Let's get you some of that, and some of that, and some of that. Nothing of you. Hello.
Hi. Seems like I missed the circle jerk from earlier when everyone was in this chat.
Yeah, welcome to the future.
You know, I just noticed it, but it's really funny that like those other two got fed up with you wandering around in circles, and then as soon as they left, you figured out the solution.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it go. Video games are old.
Video games can sometimes be hard.
Yeah.
Em and I watched Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers earlier.
Heck of a game. Movie. Not a game. A movie.
No, I mean,
Having played the Two Towers game recently, guess what? Maybe old licensed games that you have some fondness for, not as good as you remember.
That said, at the time, like, those hack and slash games...
Yeah, they were totally fine. Like brawlers.
and that's the theatrical release.
Oh. Oh, look at you, mister. I don't want an extra 30 minutes of scenes that don't add very much.
It's actually, for Two Towers, almost 50 minutes of scenes that don't add very much.
That's a lot of scene.
That's a lot of scene. Yeah, Em
I
and
think the
actually
audio
were-
slightly breaks when I have to tab out.
You were trying to blame me for your bad audio.
I mean, who else would it be?
Em and I actually looked up
The runtime difference?
the runtime difference, so we could figure out if the version on Netflix was
Theatrical or extended?
yeah, that.
And?
It's the runtime. The ones on Netflix are the theatrical release. Because the Two Towers theatrical release is 2 hours and 56 minutes, and the whatchamacallit, let's get that. The extended edition is 3 hours and 47 minutes.
That's...
It's 3.7 hours, which I don't know how to do the math to get the real number for, so I think it's like 3 hours and 40-something minutes.
Oh, you have pudding. What kind of pudding did you get? These are the important questions.
Deepwood Scouts. Hold on, what is the difference between 170, 180, 20, 20? they have stock. That's neat.
Oh.
I think the bigger problem for 13-year-old Daisy would have been the two pretty women in the movie.
There's also a cat on you? I see. The cat has left my area. Alas. Oh, I see. I see.
South Park.
No, it's... I'm... So, Chris, how are you doing? Have you reaped any souls today? We lost him.
Lost 2.
We lost ZP.
Oh, damn. Ripped his EP, I guess.
Yeah, he rested in pepperoni.
Okay, hold on. Which fucking building in this tree of buildings gives me fucking recruitment capacity? Because this whole recruiting 2 units per turn is horseshit.
I think it's one of the... Okay, I see. I see what I need to do. Some
Holy
block
fucking
pushing bullshit.
Okay. None of them. The answer to my question is none of them. Not a single building in the Wood Elf building roster.
It might just be based on the Oak of Ages.
Is it?
Or it might be,
Oak of Ages.
Or it might just be based on your main building. I do not remember. Also, if you're playing on SFO, I can't help you.
I'm not. Not this time. Oh, it just straight up. Is there a tech? Is there a tech? Stop that. Stop that. That's campaign, line of sight and control.
Okay, I see what must be done. I understand video games now, you see.
That's global recruitment duration down. That's neat. Holy fuck. I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Recruitment duration down. Okay, so no. The answer is no. You just only ever have 2. You know what? I might have to go to war with the other, Wood Elf tree factions in Athelloren, because fucking Christ, this recruiting 2 units a turn bullshit is... Oh...
I speak for the trees, and the trees are pissed.
The trees are pissed. Why is this taking...
I'm angry. I'm the angriest tree. And then Dredge is like, no, I'm the angriest tree. And then Coadil is like, no, I'm the angriest tree. And that's how the Wood Elves work. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
TED Talk about Wood Elves.
They're called Wood Elves, not Could Elves. Am I right, homies? Ha ha ha.
I'm also probably gonna get into a scrap with fucking Carl because he's ruined dwelling in the mountains around the Oak of Ages, and I need him to not do that. I need him to fuck off.
He just wants to summon the Electric Counts.
Can summon the Electric Counts in the Electric Count territory. Not my perfectly good empty mountains.
CP, if you're talking, you've muted yourself.
CP has perished in the war.
We lost him. He had the consumption.
You hate to see it.
That consumption, too many adventure games.
I feel like there's supposed to be ogres here.
I did it. Not really.
What? Maybe I might want to Glade Captain Hero. What do Glade Captain Heroes do?
They snipe.
But that's what Waystalkers do.
Yeah, but they can also melee, sort of.
55, 45, 25. 50, 45, 3. They are... Okay, they aren't worse than the Waystalkers in melee. They're armor-piercing in melee.
Yeah,
aren't they also anti-large? Oh.
Yeah.
They
are, in fact, anti-large.
Yes, anti-large. I don't know. Do you still feel like the anti-large buff is the way it used to be? I feel like it's gotten a little bit more potent, whereas, you know...
I'm over here... using, I feel like the best anti-large units are also large units.
Yeah.
Unless you can really just... Are there taxes in Total Warhammer? Sort of.
Supply lines.
Yeah.
Supply lines are absolutely a tax.
No, he means like, can you up the taxes?
Oh, right.
No.
Sort of.
You cannot adjust the tax rate.
Yeah, that's a historical thing.
I can, yeah, my options for taxes are on
Yes
or
or
off.
no.
Or, if you're the Dark Elves, you just start practicing slavery.
As one does.
Dark Elves. Fantasy North America in the year 1700. Let's go. Fucking hate this place.
Man, the Dark Elves have such a boring start.
Depends on who you're talking about. I feel like Malekith's start is a lot spicier than it used to be. Because he has to deal with both Grumbrindle and Valkia. Pretty much off immediately.
Okay. Oh, it's late and I'm sleepy. I'm gonna hop out.
Go to bed.
I wish you the best.
Treat
Bye.
yourself well. As opposed to me.
You're playing a good game.
Yeah.
Not being.
But guess
oh,
but
woe
people
is
were
me.
guess what? People were like,
I'm
"Oh, I
so
can't."
terrible.
Shut up.
Oh.
When I played the good game, the people left. Saying there's a double standard. I have no idea what these do. I bet they have something to do with the rune I never got.
Hey, damn it. I was gonna ask Harley this question too, but it's at least you're here.
It's true.
So, when you play Miao Ying,
Yeah.
do you ruin dwell the Imperial Wardens or do you confederate them?
The secret is I played as Miao Ying once.
Oh.
And I said, this campaign's just kind of boring right now.
Well, if you want to get spicy, deliberately lose a fucking wall.
Yeah,
And all
but then
that-
I'm playing the game poorly on purpose.
And then shit gets spicy real fucking quick.
Listen, I like my Chinese food spicy. It's true.
Okay, let's get some General Tso's chicken.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, you don't like yin yang?
I don't like the yin and yang mechanic because it's obnoxious micromanagement and busy work.
Their air units suck shit. All of those lantern ships.
All of those
fucking
lantern
suck.
ships, I mean, the AI is less adept at dealing with it than, you know, a person would be, but all of those, yeah, airships are, like, incredibly vulnerable to any other air unit. They're, like, borderline useless in that context.
Do you know what's a campaign that I think actually needs a rework? Not because I think the faction itself is bad, but because I think that it's either too easy or just boring.
Yeah.
Fucking vampire counts.
I just think...
No. If you play as Manfred, you just make a beeline for like your first elector count. You can just consolidate that entire area. And if you play as Vlad, you get your first like relic of Nakai pretty quick.
Did you mix? You have said 3 different things that are all
No, wait,
wrong.
I reversed it. Did I reverse it? I reversed it.
Manfred
Shit.
is the one who starts in
He's the one-
Southlands
yeah,
Bowl.
he's Southlands. Damn it, fuck.
Vlad starts
in the castle.
Starts in Sylvania now.
Yeah.
And
boring.
They just need some extra mechanics.
They're just boring.
Spicy. They got spicy. If you want a spicy vampire count start, Manfred's up there for sure. Because you're surrounded by things that hate you. Alright. So what do I need to do here is the question. Oh, I see. Maybe.
No, yesterday I played a Kairos Fate Weaver campaign.
Uh-huh.
And it made me realize, man, this is way more annoying when the AI plays this.
Yeah, because you have to actually deal with the limitations.
Yeah, when Kairos is an AI, he is annoying as fuck.
Yeah, but you could be that Kairos to someone.
Do you know what it kind of reminded me of? The cheats for Kairos and how he just is an absolute menace when the AI has him?
What?
It reminded me of Attila.
Yeah.
And how the way you go about beating Attila is complete ass backwards.
Oh,
it's like
I'm an idiot.
You don't want to kill him, you just want to deal enough damage to where he's perpetually stuck with a bad army. Because if you do defeat and destroy his armies, he just respawns with a new one.
I need to not play this game late at night, apparently.
Look at that booty. But yeah, I don't know. Fucking everything. That game's getting there. There are still a few campaigns that, I think it's of no secret that while I personally like certain Blizzard starts, I think the Geomantic Web they need to do
They've said as much.
Holy shit. Like, the Geomantic Web is just untenable at this point.
It's just very boring, and the bonuses you get are very boring.
That really is kind of where I am with Ogre Kingdoms as well. It's like their missions. It's like this is not worth the time or investment.
They've buffed those.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. They buffed them a while ago. So.
Well, if they're gonna do that, they also need to do something similar with Vampire Posts. It's like, oh, this treasure is all the way on the opposite side of the map. No fucking thanks.
Hey, do you want the Regiment of Renown or not?
No, thank you. It's gonna cost me double that just to get there.
Do you want the Regiment of Well, yeah, the treasure hunt thing is... Yeah, I got that mixed up. No, the treasure hunt thing is the,
It gives you a map. It puts like, hey, it's
in
here.
And then it's like, hey, you earned some stuff, so I hope you like making a hero walk all the way across the map. And sometimes I do. But otherwise, it's just like, okay, well, this just means you're always going to have a hero running around.
Yeah.
Just...
I think like the only faction I truly believe is terrible is maybe the Legion of Chaos, just because the Demon Prince is just nope, no thank you.
Demon Prince fucking such a goober.
Like all of his shit, it's such a great idea.
Yeah,
it's such a good idea. It's such a good idea, but the execution of it is so fiddly and annoying.
And also, like, you are less powerful.
Yeah, it's like, you have all of the lores. You have the lore of death, the lore of metal, Nurgle, Shadow, Slanesh, and Sneech.
Yeah, you have all of... Yes, you have all of the
It's like,
Sneeches.
you're a red mage, though, because you can't get any of the elite stuff. Like, you can't even, like, spec him into, like, being an expert of the Lord of Death. Like, you can't even do that. It's just, like, you're stuck at, like, tier 2 stuff. It sucks. It's such a cool idea.
Yeah, well...
Do you think that... And yeah. Yeah, it's... I don't know, man.
I think they will never buff the Demon Prince.
No. Is he just gonna be where
He's just gonna
Beastmen were for, like, ever?
He's better than the Beastmen were. It's just, but if you want the fun, undivided campaign, you play as Be'lakor.
Hell yeah, you play as Be'lakor.
Mr. I have access to all of the Chaos Gift slots, and also get significantly reduced upkeep on demons.
Of the demons, I think that Nurgle needs a little bit of a rework, just because he doesn't even have the best version of Plague.
Some of that just feels like, hey, they'll buff that when they add a new Nurgle Lord.
Because I don't like playing as Festus.
I like playing as Festus.
He has, like, the worst version of that cauldron mechanic, or, like, mixing up to discover new spells.
Yeah, but he shows up in the middle of the Empire. It's like, oh, salvos. And you're like, oh.
But he's not even the best poison plague
man.
Dude. Like, the fact that Skaven still have better plague units than him is just the dumbest shit.
I know there's already a mod out there if you want to give what's his name? Lord Skrulk a Plague Cauldron equivalent, which he should get. Lord, the Liber Bubonicus predicted this.
Hey, here's my advice. If you don't want to download a mod, just confederate everybody else as Skrulk. Just confederate the other factions. I mean, you don't get the Cauldron, though. Or you don't get the Forbidden Workshop. Here's the deal. Skrulk continues to be the exception to the rule of, like, 3 legendary lords sucking shit. Like...
Or just being kind of boring. Because, hey, you need a vanilla, right?
He continues to be probably the most fun free legendary lord in the entire game. And he's been that way since 2. Although
I feel like they've done a good job at making pretty much all of the lords from 1 and 2 like have at least an interesting or unique campaign. Because Queek has Caracate Peaks,
right?
And like, hey, Tretch at least starts in the Darklands now, so when we finally get Chaos Dwarves, that'll be a nice spicy start.
Yeah. I don't know if all of... So do you have Champions of Chaos?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you...
Wait, why did I even ask you that question?
I own every single fucking piece of DLC for the game. I have the blood.
Okay. What? That's where I draw the line, is blood for the blood gods.
I paid $3 for the blood. Because I like fun.
I like
The
some of
Oracle's
those
Cave,
Chaos
where
Lords.
Cain's first fateful meeting
Some of
with
them might
Mobius
just feel like
occurred.
are very meh.
Mobius
I mean,
played
if you're
the
gonna add
role
all
of a
that stuff.
doddering soothsayer, stirring his
But,
pot of visions while
Boy, it sure
dispensing
says a lot
enigmatic
that they add a bunch
predictions
of
to
Warrior
gullible
Chaos
visitors. Underneath the facade
DLC
was Mobius
Legendary
the
Lords
Time
before they
Stopper,
added
sorcerer of the Circle of
Chaos
Nine,
Dwarves.
a ruthless
I don't
manipulator
think it says
with power
anything.
to bend
I think it
time.
says that, hey,
Since his
we still
murder
need
at
to
Cain's
play around with the
hand
base
centuries
game
ago, these
to make
caves
it
have
a
stood
little bit more
vacant,
stable and more
though,
balanced
like
before
Mobius
we do
himself,
something
they
fundamentally
are rumored to be
game-changing.
only a facade for a much larger, more elaborate.
Also, I continue to
complex.
maintain that I think that they need a new
sensed that
non-Kislev,
Cain was
non-Grand
here,
Cafe
and at that
order
moment,
faction.
Okay.
I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
Put in Telia. Put Marienburg. Put both
Okay.
of them in.
Yeah, you'll get that eventually. If they don't pull a Three Kingdoms.
They can't. I mean, this game's already made so much more money than Total War Historical. That said, I think that if the rumor is the fact that they're working on Medieval 3 like one of the worst kept secrets.
It's just the assumption everyone's made. That is 100%
is it a badly
correct.
kept? It's a badly kept secret, but also, I mean, it makes a lot of sense just because. Here's the weird thing: is like Medieval 2 has the best cavalry. Like, you need to cycle charge, and it has the best feeling and the best use of cavalry in a Total War game. And yet, cavalry sucks so much shit. Like, it's such a tricky unit type in Warhammer.
Some cavalries are very good. Mr.
Yeah.
I like to play as Bretonia.
I do like to play Bretonia, but Bretonia is not in a good spot right now. And it's actually really hard.
Spot.
That's bullshit. Leon Leoncoeur is a fucking tank.
Oh, you mean Luan Leoncoeur?
This, I deduced, must be the man himself.
When I play
the Time
non-Bretonia,
Mobius.
and I see, hey,
He
it's
seemed
Leon
not at all
Leoncoeur,
impressive figure I had
and I see that I have to
imagined from
fight him,
Cain's
it's like,
boasted
fuck
exploits.
me, this is gonna suck.
Yet,
Raziel is talking.
even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
Yeah. Gotta pull.
But yeah, I don't like Nikari. I don't like Sigvald.
Sigvald's weird.
I
And
mean,
part
I'm
of
glad
that
that
just
he's
has
with
to do with
Slanesh, but
he's Slanesh but
man.
undivided.
Such a
And
weird decision.
hey,
there.
you know, well, I get it in the sense that if they made him Slanesh monogod, then he would have a very limited roster of units.
There's a lot of,
if you did not
especially
own the DLC.
you have a lot of like, for example, what was it? Last weekend I did Village, the Curseling, and that campaign to me highlights something that I've noticed a lot with some of these newer factions is that there are a lot of linear campaigns where you have a safe starting position and you just need to move forward, and the path forward is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Which that's not a terrible thing, but boy howdy, man. Maybe the most improved character ever from 2 to 3. Yo, Throg is really fun.
Oh, now.
No,
Now he
that
sneaks
campaign
in.
is fun. That campaign is fun.
Yeah. There are far worse Norse hey, at some point they've said they'll rework Norska at some point, so who knows. I'm just glad they're going to they're gonna finally add new stuff, because boy, people were insufferable for a while, just being like, oh, the game's dead, and it's like, no, you idiot, this is a giant corporation. they're Sega's breadbasket. They're not gonna abandon it.
1 minute, I'll be back.
He's gone. We lost him. Can't believe CP was eaten by a Gru. Okay, can I rotate it this way?
The one thing, okay, I'm back. The one thing I would just add is like I'm gonna push back ever so slightly. Warhammer fans do not have a right to complain.
No, they don't.
Total War historical fans 1000% have reasons to complain.
Oh,
about
absolutely.
the current state of their side of this spectrum. Like what
the
they
Rob
did
Zachnys of the world.
what they did to Three Kingdoms is pretty.
Maybe they should have made better DLC for Three Kingdoms.
Yeah, it's just like what the current state of Total War historical, and then, you know, goddamn all of those. Man. Like, Total War Troy still is maybe the best, like, hey, I want to get into Total War, where should I start? Like, Total War Troy is still...
That game is surprising.
Maybe
like, now, with the Mythos stuff, they ended that game on, like, a
Ajax,
decent note.
The Amazons clearly informed how they went about the Horde factions in late Warhammer 2 and eventually 3.
Yeah.
The Ajax and Diomedes, I think, were even more important because you have the whole, like, training, sending base units to camp and then teaching them and making them better.
Yeah.
So, like, that game informed a lot of decisions that went on to make Warhammer 3 better. However, to say that game can hold the fort for historical is, man, such a bummer, right?
No, it's like this. It's in a weird middle ground, right?
Yeah, it's a weird middle ground, which that's fine. I think that Troy is a fun game, but I'll say this, like, you really just try each faction once and then play your favorite faction 2 or 3 times and move on.
I just played as Odysseus.
I mean, I always thought it's a good game, but
it got there.
It got there. But yeah, like what ended up happening to Three Kingdoms was a goddamn shame. 'Cause, man, like, it started pretty well, like the whole Yellow Turban Rebellion.
I think Three Kingdoms has a lot of really slick stuff.
I still maintain that I think that the diplomacy system in Three Kingdoms is better even than Warhammer 3. It's the best,
because that's what it's focusing on.
The best diplomacy system that Creative Assembly has ever
That's
made,
also
ever.
like faint praise.
But it's an actually good diplomacy system. They figured it out.
I like the bandit factions in that game because I like being the gopher for someone else's dirty work. And they and there isn't nearly enough of that in Warhammer 3, despite multiple factions.
I understand that whenever I say this, people always flip the fuck out. But I wish if there's something that Creative Assembly could figure out or learn from Paradox, is Paradox has a button that you can click and say, I want an ahistorical start to this campaign, where it completely disables the preferences, the starting preferences. Everyone starts out as neutral.
That's what mods are for.
I think that they should build it into the game. Like, let Skaven work with Bretonia to fight goddamn the Golden Order. Why not?
Because you can do that. It's just one of those things where I'm sure they are like, hey, if people want that, they can download a mod for it. Also, my other bet is that I bet Games Workshop would have a thing or two to say.
Oh, yeah.
If you started to mess with the lore.
I don't know. Can't they just say, hey, here's how much money we made on the base game, but look at the amount of money we made on DLC?
But they're Games Workshop. They only respond to threats and intimidation.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Company of Heroes comes out tomorrow.
Sure does. It sounds like that game might be good and also
okay.
maybe a little hot.
Oh, didn't they say that the console versions of the game were prioritized slightly more than expected? I know that the Xbox Series X and S and PS5 versions are coming out after the Windows version, but you know, Company Heroes kind of followed the same template as like.
Well, that's how they got Dawn of War.
Dawn of War, right?
Because Company of Heroes is the direct follow-up to Dawn of War in a lot of ways.
So it's more about those keystone units and holding grounds and territories, but using a small company. Yeah, smaller squads.
And Company of Heroes 2, I guess, had a very active multiplayer scene.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I have all of those factions, and it's like, oh, I can't play as them in campaign. I can't play as the British. Or the Western Front.
I'm just happy that Relic is still alive.
Hey, they made Age of Empires 4. They're
they got contracted to make an Age of Empires game that turned out to be pretty
They're one
good.
of two RTS developers left.
And they're both owned by Sega.
Not Petroglyph.
Oh no, Petroglyph, okay.
Petroglyph is not owned by Sega. But they did work on that CNC remaster.
My favorite thing about Relic is if you follow the Relic's Twitter account, it's like every single time they tweet anything about a recent game that's coming up, it's always someone's like, when are you gonna make another Homeworld game? What about the original Dawn of War? You should go back to that. It's like just the endless stream. Like, RTS fans are intolerable.
Oh yeah, because
and I include myself in that.
They've been hurt for so long.
They feel misaligned. We feel misaligned, and then so.
Okay, where do I go? What do I do here?
I don't know. It's been forever since I last played this game.
Why would the video game have me climb up this?
To teach you a lesson. It's kind of like the ladder in Snake Eater. It's here to teach you something. Atmosphere.
What a thrill.
But no, yeah, like Warhammer fans and Total War fantasy fans are living in a cavalcade of riches.
Yeah,
no reason to be
their
fucking
game makes money.
complaining. But I just can't help but feel bad for the Total War historical community.
Well, you know what? Those people can't trust them.
I'm looking up Relic's catalog. Apparently, the GOG release of Impossible Creatures comes with all patches and expansion packs.
Yeah, that checks out.
I seem to recall that game being okay.
That engine was the engine they used for Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Okay, this video game's camera makes me angry. Because it's an early 3D camera.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
And I shouldn't be forced to endure this indignity.
Are you gonna quit?
No! Because this is the last area of the game.
I'm just checking now because we're talking about Warhammer and Dawn of War if we have any new information about that Henry Cavill thing.
Nope. Here's what I bet. I mean, he's talked about it a little bit, I guess. But my guess is, he's gonna be an Adeptus Astartes.
Oh. So, I mean, you know what? I think you said it when you guessed which character. Yeah, you think he's going to be Eisenhorn. Like,
I think that would be a good idea.
I mean, sure. I mean, but at the end of the day, he's 1,000% going to be a
Space Marine because
it's going to be a Space
wants
Marine.
To be the space fascists.
I mean, I'd love to see a fucking Eldar multimedia tie-in, but come on now, that's not going to put...
Oh, I'm sorry, you mean the Craft World Aeldari?
You could make an argument that you could maybe make a Chaos Marine.
Yeah, because they're Space Marines but evil.
Yeah. You could maybe make something like that, but... Dude, it's 1,000% going to be... It's 1,000% going to be a Space Marine campaign. Or adaptation. Like, there's no way it's not.
Alright, ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I'm very close to the end of the game.
Yeah, it's, you said that the first time.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at this walkthrough, though.
Mm. So is the feedback on my end or your end?
The static?
Yeah.
I think it's just the game.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just the audio files they are using for this video game.
Because when you said that when I streamed yesterday, I got very worried that, did I put my cell phone too close to my microphone? Is that still a thing?
No. I don't think it is.
Remember when if you put your cell phone next to a speaker, it would make the
Okay,
sound?
so fun fact, these are blocks.
Oh, so your favorite part of Legacy of the Wizard is back.
My favorite part is Legacy of Kain and Legacy of the Wizard. Block puzzles. They're nutritious and delicious. This bit was so dark on a CRTV, I bet.
Yeah. You know, I played for the longest time 360 games on a CRT. Because I was a college kid when I was like really young.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, like one game where I had to turn the gamma up to the point to where it all looked like dog shit was Condemned and Contemned 2. Especially that last bit in the farmhouse, and eventually the part where you're being chased by the dude in the one house.
Yeah.
I just could not.
I'm just restarting so I have proper sound again.
I had to play that entire sequence with the gamma boosted up to where I could And the unfortunate thing is that, like, you can see things that you're not supposed to see much ahead of schedule or ahead of register. But, yeah, I mean, like, when HD televisions were not easy to come by or even affordable, even LCD displays, like, there was also that weird period where, like, just being able to get readable font on your screen was a problem.
Yep, I remember this. I remember nuts and bolts having an unreadable font on standard definition televisions.
Yeah. Speaking of which, nuts and bolts was yesterday's Wikipedia article of the day.
Yeah.
The game was so good.
That game
is still good.
That game was fucking ahead of its time, and if it had come out 3 years later, it would be heralded by fucking Zoomers as the real Minecraft.
Yeah, you consider now how they did the Minecraft, but much ahead of schedule.
the very heavy focus on player created.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if all of the weird reaction videos were like, they ruined Banjo! I wonder if those people still would have...
They made Yooka-Laylee. They made that video game for you, and look how it turned out.
They made Yooka-Laylee, and Yooka-Laylee's not that good.
No, in fact, I would say Yooka-Laylee is poor. As someone who backed that game, and went to the trouble of looking up my name in the credits...
Is your name in the credits?
Yes, because I backed it.
Can I find a Brayden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they put everyone who backed in the credits, so it's, like 4 hours long.
Right. Yeah, man, Yooka-Laylee just proves why. Yeah, that style of platforming game died for a goddamn reason.
It shows that they didn't understand why those games were good. Because A Hat in Time exists. If you want, like, an example of a... Okay. Hey.
Or does WayForward count? Like, the works of
No,
WayForward count as...
WayForward makes mostly 2D platformers.
But, okay. So we're going to disqualify 2D platformers or the revival of the 2D platformer. How about Klonoa?
No, Klonoa's 2.5D.
We're gonna fucking really
have
that level of granularity.
The 3D collectathon platformer is its own thing. It is a specific thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna... Like, Yooka-Laylee is a different game than Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair.
Alright. Okay, now I get what you're saying. What was that Fox platformer that VR perverts were super into?
Lucky's Tale?
Yeah, and then it came out for
Super Lucky's Tale. Yeah.
Then they made Super Lucky's Tale because they needed to make money because there weren't enough people buying VR headsets, and everyone was like, "Yeah, this is just completely average, maybe below that." Which just says a lot about
society.
Video games. No, the quality of games for VR games.
Hey, I watched Gerstmann play the PSVR 2. And my general feelings on that are,
I hope to one day play Half-Life Alyx, but I don't think I'll ever be in a position to be able to play Half-Life Alyx, hence why I decided to just read this story. And hot damn, if that's what they're gonna do, go ahead, fuck me up.
Go with God.
Go with God. Do it.
I did, Lionheart,
go.
I did find my name in the credits, okay?
Man, that's the only reason why I really want to actually play Half-Life Alyx is like, if you're gonna go that way, do it. I want you to, I want people, man. I'm just so... I wish they would just come out and say, yes, this is Half-Life Episode 3. Shut the fuck up. I wish they would just say it. Just say it.
Okay. This fucking camera. Yeah, you can buy a... Yeah, no, you can get an Oculus Quest. Like, there are ways to get a VR headset for an acceptable amount of money. That said, comma...
I guess my issue is that I live in a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Should I play Half-Life 2 Episode 1 too?
I think that the open area stuff in Episode 2 is actually still kind of an experiment worth seeing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. You played Half-Life 2 for the first time in 2020? I mean, look, a lot of people talk up a good game in terms of Half-Life 2's story. It's not actually good.
No, the story, like, what Half-Life 2 is doing is not unique. It's just, hey...
It was a first-person shooter that had...
It has very good, like... scripted moments.
Yeah. But yeah, like, all that aside, fuck, man, everything that I read, I think you were in the same boat as me. You read the ending for Alex, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking let's go.
Absolutely, let's live in the dream.
Oh, a Spike Lee joint?
Yeah, live in the dream.
Do you want me to look up the guide?
No, I know what I need to do. I just need to do some block pushing bullshit. Okay. But yeah, you might as well give episode 1 and 2 a shot.
Yeah, it's still kind of a fun little thing. This great, wonderful indie game, Half-Life.
I mean, technically, not incorrect. You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Oh, did you just... Is quoting Futurama to be witty? Ugh. I don't even know how to finish that sentence, but yes, my friends who will quote Futurama. I don't know how to respond to you. I don't know if I should respond to you.
Futurama's not bad.
It's not bad, it's just like the people who... I just don't want you to cite it like... I just don't want you to feel like you can cite it.
Okay, so you want to restrict my free speech?
Oh god.
Gonna shove your woke moralities into this, huh?
Sure. You saw the thing I sent you about what Luna Lovegood said?
I do not give a fuck.
No. Oh, so you didn't see this? So
I did see it.
Ivana Lynch,
I did see
the
it.
actress for Luna Lovegood.
Yes.
One
I'm
of
aware.
the most fervent. I'll just summarize this real quick so that the people.
I don't want to talk about the fucking.
And let me
wizard.
just say this. I think this is just boy. So the actress for Luna Lovegood got that role in part because she was a Harry Potter superfan and continues to be one of the most fervent defenders of JK connected to the Harry Potter franchise. She is from Ireland. She is Irish, and she proceeded to compare cancel culture and the attacks directed against
Oh, I'm
JK
stupid. I'm so stupid.
the Irish Troubles.
Anyway, the only troubles I care about are the troubles I have with these block puzzles. Is that anything? Yeah, my favorite JK, it's a Japanese term. It stands for Joshikose, and it means high school girl. You're welcome. I shouldn't be allowed to play these kinds of games late at night, apparently.
No,
Because I'm just like, oh, how do I solve this? And it's like, no, you dumbass, you could shoot through the bars.
Which Yosuke are we talking about here?
No,
Are we talking about Yosuke from Persona 4? Like, ooh, who's the bigger bigot, JK or Yosuke in Persona 4?
I should embrace coffee? No, if I drink coffee this late, I will never sleep. And I like sleeping. I got a new mattress to replace the one that had the mold problem.
I'm so glad that you never showed me those pictures because I think I
yeah, no.
react
Oh, don't
bad.
worry. I could send them to you.
No, please don't. I don't do a lot of terrible things to you, even though I do terrible things to you. I think this is the end, right?
Yeah, I think this is literally
The final battle?
the final battle against Kane. Okay, it's this way. Because there's a bunch of optional side stuff that they put in this game that you absolutely don't need, almost as if this game was going to be much longer at one point.
I actually think that what they ended up providing was totally fine.
Yeah, that's my general feeling on Soul Reaver is like, actually,
It's good that they stopped at this point.
it's fine. Because see, the way the final project is,
Yeah, it is what it is, as we sometimes say.
like the final product, they have managed to staple over the unfinished bits in a way that does not make it feel unfinished, I guess is how I would put it.
Yeah.
Like, they do a good enough job of papering over it that you can almost forgive them for, like,
Sure.
there are just areas in this game that just have a piece of heart in them now and nothing else of value. And also, a lot of this was just, you know, because people data mine shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what... Alright, time to... Let's see. On the right, there were 3 symbols carved into a ball. Okay. Oh, I see. But yes, this is apparently the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, is Soul Reaver... I know Blood Omen 2 is supposed to be the
weird one?
The weird one, because it was made by a different team inside Crystal Dynamics. But I sure did install the fan mod for that apparently restores some cut content.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Give me an idea. Give me an idea in terms of what to expect there.
I guess a lot of it is just like visual effects.
Oh, okay.
But also, it sounds like there are a couple smaller areas.
Blood and gore.
Yeah, I also hear that Soul Reaver 2 is pretty short.
Yeah. That I knew about. That I feel like
And then, you know, and then Defiance kind of ends the trilogy.
In a way that no one liked it.
In a way that leaves room that will never get answered.
Yeah.
Because they're never gonna... Okay, I mean, to be fair, I think the Embracer Group could absolutely make a mid-budget... Yeah, the answer is, fucking...
I think...
What's his name? The Her Story guy.
I think that Embracer Group knows exactly how much money they can make off of Soul Reaver or...
Yep, and it's not enough money...
to do a full game?
To do the game you want. Hey, Darksiders 3.
But I totally think that what they probably will do, and this has been rumored for a while now, is do HD remasters for all of these first couple of games.
They should.
I think that is the easy way to make
I doubt they... Yeah. I doubt they have the source code for these games anymore. So they probably can't, like, add in cut content. But...
I think that if all you did was, hey, we're just going to do a very simple HD remaster for the first game and then Soul Reaver, and we will use that as a vibe check in terms of how much to put into this future.
Yeah.
I think absolutely people will show up.
Yeah. All right.
I think
story's happening.
In this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel,
forgot about
but
how
a
these
glimpse
cutscenes
into the
play at this
currents
aspect
of
ratio.
time itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stop and think about how, like, that first Prince of Persia Sands of Time is such a revival of that IP.
And boy, that they sure did delay that remake indefinitely, but not cancel.
That first game, like, you compare, like, how much they had to build from the ground up to make that first Prince of Persia Sands of Time game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These apparitions torment me.
Just make another one of those Ubisoft cel-shaded games. Those
Never.
are cool.
It's not Tom Clancy, and it's not Assassin's Creed, which are the only 2 games Ubisoft is allowed to make anymore. Especially since Rabbids and Mario 2 was, quote,
I offered to buy Might and Magic for a stick of gum.
Yeah, you, me, and Eric Pope gonna go in and buy the Might and Magic rights from Ubisoft. Oh shit, it's like, wait. Was this all meant to happen? Is this all
Impossible. This must be one of Kane's deceptions.
predestined? Let's talk about fate. Are we all trapped here, playing out predetermined actions based on biology with no free will of our own? Are we vampires traveling through time? Oh, and then it shows him with the Soul River.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kane await me moments from now? Or in some
Yes.
century yet to come?
How do we overcome sin? That's right.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kane must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
Oh. What could it mean? Buy the sequel. Well, it took them 2 years to make a sequel. And then another 2 years for Defiance, and then... Yep, and then there was Legacy of Kain Dead Son, which was going to be a pseudo-reboot that wouldn't have followed up on any of the stuff from the main game because... Oh, time travel's too confusing. According to Sam Barlow. Oh, look at that. I got this crazy...
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind? Or an echo
all those
of
colored
future
Soul
events?
Reavers. Imagine if you had, collected all of them. Instead of, not, because they had to cut them all out of the game. And they had to staple together what worked. They did do that. And it worked. Alright. Now it's time to finally face Kane and kiss!
Make the penises touch. Wait, what?
Time to kiss!
At last.
Kane, yes.
I must say I'm disappointed
Yeah,
in your
no Roken.
progress. I
So I
imagined
can't
you'd
say
be here sooner.
horribly
Tell
sexual
me,
things, and Brayden will just
did
roll
it
with
trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such
I might be
forbidden
thinking of the
truths.
sequel, but I forget if this
But
boss
each of
battle
us is
was
so
a
much
complete
more
pain in
than
the
we once
ass.
were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands,
You remember Disappointment?
we are
Okay,
legion.
that might be the second game.
And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Cain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably
This is
down
great.
preordained paths.
It is!
Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Cain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox?
We are the same.
Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Cain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Cain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
And now,
It's not
you
very
await
good.
my
I don't want to
latest
play it.
move.
Oh,
Oh no.
I hit him once. And he's all like, see ya, bitch.
Yeah, this doesn't seem that great.
The camera. The camera. Ah, fuck you.
Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? The boss battle in Jedi Outcast.
Yep.
You know what? You remember that one?
Sure do.
The bullshit lightsaber and lightning strikes. People want to complain about the boss battle in KOTOR 1. People complain about the boss battle in KOTOR 1, but man, that means you're just telling me you never played the final game, the end game of Jedi Outcast. Because that boss is bullshit. Back me up, Bray Bray. Yeah, this basically has become a guess where he is game because of the camera. Oh no.
Is there a way to counter this? Let's find out. Nope. Nope, I just have to hit him one more time. I'm always having fun. I hit him a third time. But it didn't matter because
Oh no, this game defied the rule of 3?
No, it's because I didn't have the Soul Reaver. God.
Yeah, now this is all coming back to me. This is such a pain in the ass.
Like, I am not mobile enough. Unless I can shoot him with the projectile.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fun. I don't remember it being fun when I played it as a kid on a fucking console. Although I will say, I bet it would be easier with mouse and keyboard controls.
What are you talking about? This game doesn't have mouse control.
Just saying. If it was on Steam, you know how I'd be playing it.
Yeah, it is on Steam, you twat.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
Yes.
then let me see how it controls with mouse and keyboard.
Yes, this game made for a PSX gamepad.
Oh wait, no, they temporarily removed it from sale. That's right. Remember how they released it on Steam and then it's like, yeah, it's all fucked. Also, we may have lost the rights to this. Let me see if you could have played with a mouse and keyboard.
Oh yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I beat Psychonauts 1 with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, does that make you proud?
It does make me proud because I beat goddamn the Meat Circus with a mouse and keyboard.
Okay, but does that mean that... You see, the way you're phrasing that makes it sound like you acknowledge that the mouse and keyboard is a bad way to play 3D action games.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that, you know, I'm just saying that, you know.
That it's a bad way of playing 3D action games?
No, for platformers it is.
This is a fucking platformer. I have bad news.
You sure seem to be jumping a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, this is literally just... Oh, I fucking hate this, by the way. This is the worst. There we go.
You did it. You stabbed him. You stabbed him real good.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this
obviously
drama
means you're going to play the other
completely.
Dark Grim one of these.
Oh yeah, no, I have to play Soul Reaver 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy that you finally
Be warned, Raziel. Once
finished
you cross
a
this
promise that you
threshold,
made
you are
literally
beyond
felt
my
like
influence.
6 months ago.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah, I mean, I give you credit for that. I'm very
shut
proud
the
of
fuck
you.
up. Whatever dumb,
I'm
petty
trying-
thing you're
no,
about to
I'm-
say.
I'm not saying anything petty. All I'm gonna say is Shadow Hearts Covenant playthrough when?
At some point.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah.
And then Mobius shows up,
Times
and he's like, "What's up, bitch? Time travel."
Welcome to your destiny.
Yeah, if you didn't play Blood Omen, you have no idea who
Mobius is.
Mobius is.
Stitch in the universal cloth. A streamer.
A streamer might seize upon a chance.
A fatal slip and plunge the fate of
You need more armor piercing. When in doubt, you need more armor piercing to fight dwarfs.
Or magic. Or just use magic.
Dwarfs have spell resistance. Thanks, Amy Hennig. Look at all these concept arts for things that aren't in the game. Yeah. I beat the video game.
Do you have ghost units?
No, he's playing as greenskins.
I was gonna say if you got something like Cairns or Hex Race, like that just rips up.
Yeah.
Dwarfs pretty
Because
quick.
their damage is 100% AP.
What's he playing again?
He's playing as I think Azhag,
Oh.
which hey, that's a rough first campaign to do. Also, he's playing on hard.
Yes. I mean, dark orcs are your best infantry to use, like
Black
mid to late
orcs,
game.
yeah. But yeah, black orcs are tier 5. Otherwise, it's trolls and sneaky.
Squigs can munch up dwarf warriors. And the Night Gobbo archers, if you put the poison attack on them, is good too.
Yeah.
You can use trolls, but you just need to support them. And all I would say is don't go with Savage Orc. It's a trap. Those units are a trap. They're not actually as good as they seem like they should be. But yeah, Squigs and Night Gobbo archers. Maybe some nasty skulkers. If you're in the early game.
Skulkers.
You can use their stealth.
Yeah.
And always take advantage of ambush stance when you can.
Yeah. Dwarf lords are just hard to kill.
You don't need to kill the lord. Just deal enough damage to cause him to retreat, or attack on the second after the retreat.
That's just how fighting dwarfs goes. Sometimes it just takes forever to rout them because they dwarfs. Oh, they are unbreakable.
Oh, okay. So they won't retreat. Yeah.
Special thanks to Gex team. Oh, and Glenn Schofield.
Wow.
That's...
Yeah.
All of our friends and family who missed us during the crunch. Heck of a thing to say. Huh?
Glenn Schofield is still with Sledgehammer, right?
No, he did a little game called
the Callisto Protocol.
The Callisto Protocol.
Oh man, fuck.
There's a really
funny interview where they talk to veteran game developers and talk to them about their first game, and Glenn Schofield's first game was Barbie Game Girl.
Hell yeah.
Talking about how much he put into the art for this Barbie, not even Game Boy Color, original Game Boy Barbie game.
I'm just going to stay on this for a second, just as a threat. Also, this theme is also a banger.
Yeah. Controls to turn on mouse and keyboard.
No, that was just the teaser. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Remember, the vampire should kiss.